To be completely honest with you, writing songs when you have no ideas or inspiration really does come down to discipline. But I'm not going to just leave you there without any ideas. So I've got 5 things that you can do to stimulate ideas and inspiration to write a song when you have like no motivation / no creativity / no ideas. These are just things that I found to be really effective for me. So step 1 is to write a little bit every day. So even if you have no ideas, just write something. Whether it be a line of lyrics or a little bit of melody. Like, you do not have to come up with an entire whole song every single time. You can just write like 8 bars or just write like 1 paragraph of lyrics. And the idea here is to get your brain used to thinking about songwriting, like how they're structured, how songs are structured, lyric ideas, and basically developing new songwriting habits. And it's kind of like your brain focuses on things that you focus on. For example, if you want a new type of car, your brain will start seeing that car on the road more frequently. And the same thing goes for songwriting. So if you focus on it and you do a little bit every day, your brain will start coming up with new ideas automatically. Step 2 is to keep a notebook or an audiobook of all of your ideas. The biggest inspiration killer is looking at a blank page and having no idea what to write. Like, I never start like this for my music or for my art. I actually keep a huge list of lyric ideas on Evernote, which is on my computer, which is like, Evernote's like the best to-do list software. It's free, it's amazing, and I'm like a to-do list fan, so I love Evernote. Anyway, and I also keep notepads of where I've scribbled ideas down where I'm at the piano. So I've suddenly got all of these lyric ideas to start me off. And I also do this for song ideas, like song snippets. So I keep a huge library of little song snippets that I've literally sung into the voice memos of my phone. And then I'll go through these ideas, like the lyrics and the voice memos, and I'll like scrap anything that I think is really crap, and I'll keep the good ones. So then when I start to write a song, I'm never writing from scratch. I never have that blank page that I've got to start from. I'm always starting with an idea. Step 3 is to have a go at writing on a different instrument. This really stimulates ideas because you play different instruments differently, and you often you have different skill sets on them, so you come up with different ideas and they have different sounds. It doesn't all have to be on your number 1 instrument. So for me, that's piano. I've written some great songs just on my computer using my DAW, or I've come up with heaps of ideas when I'm in the shower, just literally by singing them, and I just hear the song in my head, and it's because I'm relaxed, my mind's wandering. So I actually take my phone into the shower so I can record like the genius when it pops up. And I also find that when I write songs on the guitar, I come up with completely different songs to what I would come up with if I'm writing on the piano. Step 4 is to start with a groove. I personally find it so much easier to write when I have a groove to just sort of start scatting and improvising over. And a groove is basically a beat with a simple repetitive chord progression, maybe 2 to 4 chords max, and I often create this on my computer, or I'll play it on the piano and then I'll just record it and put it on loop so I can just scat over the top. And you can literally, it doesn't have to be a fully made idea. You can dump anything in. And sometimes it's a great idea just to whack a pre-made beat that you found on your computer that you've never used before. Just shove whatever chords over the top. So you're not really thinking about it, you're just doing it. And then start coming up with ideas over that beat. It's just a really great practice. And then it might suck, but it might sound good, and you don't have to develop it into a full song. You can just keep it as inspiration for later. But again, it's building these positive songwriting habits. And step number 5, and this one really works, is to give yourself a challenge, something like a time parameter, let's just say 30 minutes, to write a song, a full song in 30 minutes. And this seriously works. I've actually done another video where 3 songwriters, myself included, we each wrote a song in 30 minutes. Like, so we each wrote a fully completed song pretty much in 30 minutes. And I'll leave the link down below and somewhere on the screen if you want to have a look. And it forces you to come up with something, anything, because, you know, especially if you're doing it with people, because it's like, oh my God, my friends are going to come up with something amazing in 30 minutes. I have to come up with something amazing. And so you just dump the chords down, you dump the lyrics down, and you come up with something. It kind of forces you to do it. Even, you know, your song might not be like an award-winning hit, but that does not matter. It's all about building habits. And the more you do this, the better your songwriting becomes and the easier it becomes. It's all about building habits. So those are my 5 tips for writing songs when you have no ideas or inspiration. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And leave me a comment if you found this helped. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again next time.